guys and girls, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to be doing a new and improved everyday makeup. I know it looks like I'm about to do my laundry. I just thought I'd keep all my hair out my face. I'm not going to be using a primer. I'm going to go straight in with this skin tint. Guys, when I tell you I have fallen in love with this product here, I really have. Now, I don't even know how to pronounce this. Lumini? I'm going to be using the Sigma 3D HD Kabuki, which just looks like that. I just lightly dab the brush into the product to pick up a small amount, just like that. I personally feel like this product works best with a flat top brush. I feel like you get more of the coverage from it because it is a skin tint. It's not really going to be something that's going to add a lot of coverage to the skin, but it just makes it look gorgeous and even and ready for your concealer. For me, this is the perfect everyday product. I don't always want to wear something high coverage, and I personally love the look of fresh dewy skin. Also, because I've been away recently, whenever I go in the sun, of course, my freckles do tend to show through a lot more, and this just really allows them to show, you know, it doesn't mask them. Right, so this is really close. Hello, darling. You can still see all my real skin showing through. You can see I've got freckles all along here. I've got some veins showing up there. I have freckles also on my forehead as well, and it really shows it through. However, it still looks radiant and adds a tiny bit of a tint to the skin as it claims. Now we're going to talk concealer. Concealer to me is actually probably the most important step in my routine, because I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but I have quite purple under eyes, and where I naturally have a yellow kind of tone to my skin, the purple does tend to show up quite a lot because it's the contrasting colours, you know, yellowy skin, purple under eye, they clash. These L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealers I have shown in so many Instagram videos. Instagram here, in case you don't follow me. And I don't know what else more I can say to you guys and girls. Do not sleep on them. They're affordable. They're a drugstore. They have such a lovely coverage. And if I was to compare them to something high-end, it would be Too Faced Born This Way concealer, the multi-sculpting Born This Way concealer, like. And then I've recently been loving the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away concealer. Now, I actually used this in a full face of Charlotte Tilbury products recently, and it's gorgeous. It's so fresh looking, and that's what I live for. So because of that, I just want to give you two options of the concealers I've been reaching for non-stop, but I am going to use the Charlotte Tilbury one in this video. Can you see how much I'm already using up of this product? So I don't really like that. Because it is a fairly pricey product, I do want my product to last long. You know, Charlotte Tilbury isn't cheap, although it is a really gorgeous concealer, and I filmed that video just when I got back from Barcelona, and then since then, when I went away recently to Tenerife for my sister's hen, I took this one and I took those concealers, and they were the only concealers I took. So I'm going to do a little bit onto my chin as well. I'm going to go back in with that Sigma brush, and I'm going to lightly pat on top. I mean, of course, we all have our own preferences in the sort of makeup we like, and you know, some of you girls might like a full beat to the heavens everyday slaying vibe, and if you do you know what, you rock that. You rock that. Put whatever the hell you want on your face. For me, on a daily, I definitely like a fresh glam look. So obviously I live for lashes. Like, let's be real, I'm going to be putting on lashes in this video, but when it comes to like my skin and just products, I want to look a little bit glam, you know, but soft at the same time. Alright lads, up close and personal once again. Love it. I'm just showing you what we're working with the under eye. The recent powder I have been reaching for is actually a foundation powder by Benefit, and now mine looks really rotten because as soon as I got sent this, I was sent this in a PR package, as soon as I got sent this, I took this away with me on holiday, and I just reached for it all the time non-stop. So this is the Hello Hippie Velvet Powder Foundation in shade 5. If you aren't new to my channel, you will know I love to use powdered foundations on my under eyes. I just feel like they make your skin look flawless. They are so much better than like a normal powder. I'm just going to use my beauty blender right now, and I'm going to go underneath. Now this does of course add some coverage because it is a foundation powder, but that's what I really like in certain areas. So for example, underneath my eye, where I get redness around my nose, that's where I'm going to want extra coverage, you know. Let me know if you want me to do a review of the new Benefit foundation. Seriously feel like I have something in my eye. Don't you just hate that? Like, it really pisses me off when I'm getting ready and then I feel something in my eye and I'm like, please don't ruin my makeup. Like, I just spent time doing you and now you're going to get some squiggly white hair in my eye. Like, stop that. As you can see, it's really mattified these areas right there and add coverage, and I personally feel like that's made the skin look really, really flawless, you know. This is such a gorgeous combination. Like, I'm living for it, absolutely living for it. Living. I know some people don't really like baking, they don't really see the point in it, but for me, baking is a must. This is my new powder that I have been reaching for by Beauty Bakery. Obviously I didn't do the lid up properly. My other two favourite baking powders, when I say baking, I mean loose powder, but you guys know what I mean, is the Laura Mercier Translucent. That is epic. It's an old school one. We all love it, and there's a good reason why. And then the other baking powder that is one of my favourites is the Too Faced Born This Way powder. Just taking that right under the cheekbone. Then I'm going to go to the side of the nose, and then I'm just going to bring that out a little bit, right on the bridge of the nose. Right now, while this baking powder is on my face, I'm going to go in with a contour. This is an oldie but a goodie, and do you know what, guys and girls, I just don't really have a contour powder that I reach for as much as this. I know you've probably seen it in like 100,000 of my videos. Not that I've done that many. But this is a good one. You know when you find something good, I'm not going to throw it to the side just because a new one's coming. Oh, no, no, no. I'm going to stick with what I know best, and that is Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. She never lets me down, so I need to give her the respect she deserves. So I'm going to take in the Sigma F05. Love, love, love this brush. I'm going to start at the back of the cheekbone near the hairline and the tragus part of the ear. Can you guys believe that nearly all my piercings have fallen out and my tragus, and I still haven't gone and put them in? I'm probably gonna have to go and get them re-pierced, you know. And I bought all new jewellery from Claire's, like, actually a joke. Circular motion, but going up. And we're gonna go along the hairline as if we're following a street. And then back to this part here. Not gonna lie, my arm's aching. Anybody else gets like aching arms and hands when they're doing the makeup? Like, then I like to go just underneath my jawline, right back here as well. So you see you've got this little line right there. You know I like to try and make that look a little bit sharp. So I'm just going to go just along, and then whatever is left I just kind of like blend down, just so that it doesn't look like here is super tanned and then my neck just doesn't match. But my nose, one of my favourite brushes to use is actually this one by Unicorn Cosmetics, should I say. And this is the UC035. Now all it is just this kind of flat, small, squared brush. Yeah, cool. I start from the bottom and I just go like this at the sides of the nose, and I use the side of the brush as well, just along, and it just makes it so straight. Along the bottom, bring it into the brow bone area. So I don't really do that part neatly, I just kind of like buff it in there to add a little bit of definition, so that that part just looks like it's all connected, you know. Here, I just run a tiny bit of that powder along there as well. I just go down the nose and just soften the edges. So I'm going to grab a brush and I'm just going to go over and buff that out. And you will see how nicely that powder just blends off of the face. You seen that? Like, what? What? Bitch, where? Recently, your girl has been reaching for the Huda Beauty loose powders, not to set my under eye or bake, but to add some warmth and blend out the skin and make it look super soft. So this is in the shade Cinnamon Bun. You can see it right there, and you're going to see what I like to do. So of course, I've added the shape, I've got the contour. Now this just smooths everything out. Because it is a setting powder, it's really light, and it just basically brings everything together. So you'll see exactly what I mean. By the way, this brush is by Real Techniques, and this is the Rebel Edge Medium. I actually got this in a set. There was a few of these kind of angled brushes, and I absolutely love them. I can't get that off. The joys of having long ass nails. They're not even that long. Some people have them longer than this. Like, it's crazy. Right, so I pick up the loose powder. Bloop, bloop, just tap it off. And then I'm just going to go in and just pop that all over the skin. And also it helps dilute down this powder. Now because that is in the shade Translucent, of course you don't want it to come off too white on the skin and just look really weird, like you got a patch of like white there, you know what I mean? Whatever's left, I just run onto my neck, my back. Okay. JK. This is in the shade Wi-Fi, and this is a soft wear blush from Lime Crime. And this is a really gorgeous colour, guys. Like, super nice. Let me try and find my blusher brush. I just like to go mainly on the high points right now. Really lift those cheekbones and give the illusion like, you know, I've got bigger cheekbones than I actually have. Okay, just like that, and then bring it a little bit down. What I also like to do is just grab some of that blusher shade on a fluffy blending brush and just go into that crease a little bit. This just brings the whole look a little bit more together. I've just switched over brushes because that one was crap and wasn't even picking up. I know I need to pluck my eyebrows, but I'm much preferring a little bit more of a bushier brow, you know. Now at this stage, a girl will go in with a setting spray or a mattifying spray. It really does depend on what my skin needs at that point, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. The reason I will go in at this stage is because when I put my highlighter on top, it just makes it blinding, which is what we love. So cheeky little bit of MAC Fix Plus. Let's go. Alright, well that joke backfired. I spent my eyes water, I need a drink. Before I start choking on God knows what. Done. This highlighter I got when I was in LA. I have a whole LA vlog if you haven't seen it. I will link it in the down bar. So this has been with me to LA, to Barcelona, to Manchester and to Tenerife. And now she cracked on me, which I'm really sad. So this is in the shade Hustler Baby. So what I've decided is I'm going to keep it at my house so that she won't crack anymore. Can you see? It's like falling apart. So I'm taking my favourite highlighting brush, which is a Zoeva 134. And I'm just going to start, you see, like basically right there. And then blend the rest up. Look at it. No, but seriously though, oh my god, isn't that stunning? Of course, I don't want it just to be like I have two harsh lines. So I basically just go back in with that brush that I use from Real Techniques and I use with the loose powder and I just blend it and soften it all like that. I'm going to pinch the brush together and just do a tiny bit on the bridge of the nose and then onto the cupid's bow. When it comes to my eyebrows, I'm very much a creature of habit, and the only two products that personally really do it for me are these. Now it's the Benefit Precisely Brow Pencil. I normally use shade 4, shade 4.5 and shade 5. It really does depend, but right now I only have shade 5. But my favourite is probably smack bang in the middle with shade 4.5, and then the 24-hour brow setter. Like, this stuff is pretty insane. Just gonna brush those hairs up just like so, take in Precisely Brow Pencil, go along to the arch. Now with the arch, I do like to bring it a little bit lower because naturally I have such freaking high arched eyebrows. If you pull up my microblading here, you'll see that the hair does go so high, but I have to like pull it down a little bit because I don't know, I just have really high arches. Just gonna go like that. Then what I like to do is I go to the front of the eyebrow and do little hair-like strokes, and then obviously I'm gonna buff those out so it doesn't look really harsh, you know? And then all I do is I just run through some little strokes like this, mainly at the tail because of course that's where my hair is just not as thick. And then I just brush it through, you know? It's dead simple, right? Like, honestly, it's nothing that major. Like, look at that. Easy, lads, easy. Then I just like to run the 24-hour brow setter, really stand those hairs up. So this is before. Such a mess. This is a scar, by the way. A lot of people actually, some people tell me like in videos, oh, you haven't blended your makeup or you got something on your head. And I'm like, I know, there's a scar there and there's actually another scar up there. I had a boy's tooth go through his lip into my head in that one. And then this one, I cracked my head open on a skirting board. But yeah, so anyways, this is what we're left with. I just thought I'd mention that because you can see it a little bit more when you're up close. I can see the dent in my head. Love it. At this stage, I'm going to go ahead and pop on some eyelashes. I don't really have particular styles that I stick to. The style I'm going to be using now are by Doll Beauty and they're called Love Lace. They should be fine and ready to go. So I just like to look down, then I go in and tuck the end and then tuck the inner part. So I'm going to have to run some eyeliner along the tight line, and to do that I'm going to use one by Sleek. This is the Intense Water Liner. It's just so creamy, guys, like really, really nice and good if you want to smudge it out as well. Because I have to wait for the eyelashes to get a little bit tacky before I can put on my mascara, I'm going to go in with my lips. Recently I have gone to this Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, which is in the shade Hot Topic. One of my favourite lip combos of all time, like all time, is the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Iconic Nude with MAC Peach Stock lipstick. Oh my god, love it. I actually recommended that to my friend Soph because she did a video where YouTubers like kind of pick her makeup, like social media people, and I gave her that combo and she loved it too. So it just goes to show it is a really good combo. I like to overline my top lip ever so slightly. This is such a gorgeous colour, guys. Like, add lip liner to the corner of the lips, and then I'm also going to do the bottom as well. Just like so. Do you know what's funny? Because I haven't put any lip liner here, it just looks like I got such crusty lips. Love that. Okay, so the Little Mix liquid lipsticks. Now guys, I do not know if these are available right now. I don't know if they were just a Christmas thing, but this one is in a shade Perfect Pout. I got this in a set of 3, so I had 3 Little Mix lip liners and 3 Little Mix liquid lipsticks. Now this is the lightest, pinkest one that they do, and it just looks so nice in the center of the lips. Obviously you're going to see for yourself anyway. So now I use my finger just to dab it out. Now these should be stuck on. I'm going to go in with a little bit of mascara. So I've been using 2 mascaras recently. One is the new Too Faced. Damn girl. And then another one that I've been using for like the longest time now, in all honesty, is the Avon Mark Big String Mascara. It was maybe like last summer, I'd say, that they introduced this to me. And yeah, I've actually been using it since, and I have reordered this myself. So I've probably maybe gone through 2 of them, because it takes me a long time to go through mascara because I'm always switching them up. But I took this one away with me. Because this is a newer product, I'm going to go with the Too Faced one. However, if you do want it more affordable, this is one that I've also been reaching for. I'm just going to go in with the tip of the wand, and then I'm just going to blend in my eyelashes with the fake ones. Other side. And then the top lashes as well. I'm not going to go with any eyeliners, it's nothing like that. So I'm going to fix my hair, and I'll see you in 2. And here we have it, guys and girls, the final result, my updated, new and improved everyday makeup routine for when I'm wearing makeup, okay? Let's not get confused. If I'm not wearing makeup or I'm doing errands, I ain't got time to put this on. However, if I've got meetings or I need to actually make some effort, I'm meeting up with some friends for some food, this is what I will be wearing. So I'm going to give you a final look with, of course, some typical poses up close so you guys can see for yourself. Let me know if there's any other videos that you want me to do. Comment them down below, and if you guys agree with someone else's comment on a video idea, give it a thumbs up. Let's start some conversations. Let's get chatting in the comments. And yes, this is the end. Thank you for watching. Give it a cheeky little thumbs up. It's literally just a click, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.